national capital. What started off as a protest in the national capital over air pollution last evening soon turned into something that was about everything but pollution. Protesters were seen brandishing posters of slain Maoist commander Madvi Hidma during the protest and were also armed with chili spray. That's right, the protesters used chili spray on the police personnel who were there to control the law and order situation in the city. The Delhi police is claiming that several of the personnel were targeted by these protesters with chili spray and some of them were even hospitalized after the incident. The cops have now assured stringent action will be taken against the unruly elements that you can see on the screen. These are the visuals from India Gate of last evening. Have a look.
We requested them multiple times that they should not block the road, they should not block the C hexagon, which is a main movement path. When I saw that many of the ambulances and people were behind that and they were facing difficulties, they were getting agitated. So we had to remove that. By removal, they not only use the force and violence against the police personnel, but also we also first time come across that they used chili spray against the police personnel, and few of our police personnel got the spray on their face and the eyes, and they are getting treatment in the RML hospital, and we are taking legal action on that.
In fact, the Bharatiya Janata Party has also questioned the intent of the protesters and asked why there in fact were no protests when the so-called urban Naxal chief minister was ruling the national capital. And this is the reference made to former Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal. Here's what BJP IT cell chief Amit Malviya put on social media post last evening, questioning in fact what really happened as far as India Gate is concerned. Let's put out that in fact post for you on the screen here. I request my team to put out that post. In fact, the first claim that has been said by BJP is that no major protest when Delhi had urban Naxal chief minister, and this is a reference to former chief minister Arvind Kejriwal. And this is what Amit Malviya has posted on social media. And suddenly we have activists protesting over pollution now. Let's go on and look at claim number 3 by the Bharatiya Janata Party. Loonies pretending to cry over air quality, but the agenda was different, brazenly carrying placards glorifying the dead Naxalite. Remember, as far as this Naxalite is concerned, he was killed by the security forces in Andhra Pradesh just last week. And this is what the Bharatiya Janata Party is saying, that BJP is saying that this protest in a way was motivated. Let me go across to my colleague Shivam, who's been tracking all the details. Shivam, first of all, tell us what really happened at India Gate yesterday, because we saw what started as an air pollution protest later turned into something entirely different.
Exactly, Akanksha. While the call was made for the protest to ask demands for the clean air, the protest was supposed to happen around 5 and around 4 in the evening, around the C hexagon at the India Gate only. But the timings got changed around 4:30. There were different groups of people. Now, this protest was organized by Delhi Coordination Committee. This is a group which is formed by different student union, different student organization across the national capital, and they said that they are going to protest to demand for the clean air and to protest against the pollution levels that have been skyrocketing. But 15 minutes into the protest, we see suddenly the slogans about Madvi Hidma, the slogans about Naxalism, the slogans about saying that his Madvi Hidma's an incomplete dream will be completed. Such slogans are started to be raised in the entire area. Now, having said that, this area of C hexagon has BNS 163 imposed, which means that you cannot protest here until and unless you have a prior permission. They did not have any permission, and the police officials were announcing that they did not have any permission, then they need to remove. But to maintain the law and order, especially to maintain the traffic, because it was the peak traffic time, the protesters were detained by the police officials. Now, the protesters have alleged that they were, detained in the wrong way. They were harassed, they were physically tortured, and then they were detained at different places. Late last night, we have also seen 5 to 6 protesters were taken to the medical as well, and currently also they are being detained in the parliament.
Absolutely, and what is shocking here, Shivam, is that they came with an agenda. They came without any sort of permission there, and they also had pepper spray that they sprayed onto the police officers there. What started as an air pollution protest completely spiraled out of control there in the national capital yesterday. Thank you for all the details, Shivam. We'll keep coming back to you for more on this. With this, a short break.